You think the hardest part of travel is making your flight? Think again. That instant you drop into your seat, breathe out, and tell yourself the worst is behind you. That's exactly the moment someone else is turning your relief into opportunity. Airport crime has gone high function and low profile all at once. Teams, tech, rehearsed routines, local playbooks. They don't need a smash-and-grab headline to ruin your trip. They prefer a quiet extraction that leaves you miles away, sipping hotel coffee while they empty a bag or harvest the data off an unlocked laptop. If you want to travel like you're not a target, you have to start thinking like the people who make a living finding the easy mark, and then undo everything they're counting on. This video is about the invisible cues and tiny habits that scream "grab me," and the practical, realistic countermeasures that actually work. Stick with me, and I'll make it simple. 3 small changes in the way you pack, position, and behave will turn you from the soft target they love into the nuisance they skip. First off, your car becomes a billboard the moment you park it for a trip. That parking pass on the dash, the airline sticker on a window, a stack of mail visible through the rear window. All of them telegraph vacancy and timing to people who surveil lots all day. Modern thieves have traded sledgehammers for subtle tech and social engineering. They'll watch shuttle stops and elevator banks, note who looks flustered with luggage, and pick windows when the cameras aren't pointed. Even if you think you've locked everything, relay devices that harvest and rebroadcast key fob signals exist in the wild. You don't need every detail to know what to do about it. Park in well-lit, busy areas close to terminals. Remove all visible clutter from the interior. Stow receipts and tags out of sight. And, this matters, don't advertise your return date on a dashboard pass. Worst case, leave nothing behind that tells a stranger when your house will be empty. If you're renting a car, peel off obvious rental company stickers or barcode tags as soon as you can. Make your vehicle look boring and unattractive. It's amazing how fast that reduces interest. Up in the cabin, the person asleep with a tablet in the seat pocket and noise-canceling headphones on the empty armrest is not relaxing. They're practicing invisibility to themselves. Thieves love darkness and routine, and long red-eye flights give them everything they need. Low visibility, passengers who are too tired to monitor zippers, and the steady, predictable soundscape of jet engines. The attacks are almost never violent. They're patient and clinical. An overhead bin opened while you're asleep, a quick unzip of an unattended bag when everyone's queuing to deplane. You protect yourself by defaulting to contact on the body for irreplaceables, passport, wallet, phone, medication, and keeping them in places that remain in contact with you, even when you nod off. Consider small, body-worn pouches that sit inside your shirt or a neck wallet under clothing for items you can't afford to lose. For carry-ons, use discreet, lockable zipper pulls or inexpensive cable ties that create friction and draw attention if tampered with. Don't rely on the honor system of the cabin. Rely on placement and contact. If you're the kind of traveler who taps into public Wi-Fi without a thought, pause and imagine an entire criminal outfit sitting between your device and the internet. Airport Wi-Fi is convenience wrapped in risk. Fake networks with deceptively plausible names, man-in-the-middle tricks, and opportunistic sniffing all exist to harvest credentials and take over accounts. A small, inexpensive precaution, a reputable VPN turned on before you connect, changes the game. If you absolutely must do sensitive transactions on the move, do them through a cellular connection or hold off until you're on a trusted network. Lock down your devices with biometric authentication and two-factor authentication on every account that supports it. Make it harder, not impossible, for someone with a stolen device to monetize what they just acquired. And don't auto-connect to networks. Set your phone and laptop to ask you before joining anything new. The TSA line is another behavioral spotlight where thieves do their pre-work. They sit in nearby cafes and watch who struggles with boarding passes, who flails with shoes, who throws electronics into bins, and then forgets them on the other side. Your manner through the checkpoint tells criminals a lot about your travel competency and your stress level. The better you look at this stage, the less likely you are to be followed later. Prepare your items ahead of time, use easy-on footwear, and reclaim your bins or stash them in a carry strap pocket as soon as you collect them. Calm, composed recovery after the scanner, re-zipping and immediately securing your essentials is the simplest non-technical defense in the whole terminal. At baggage claim, the rules change. It's wide open, public, and chaotic, which is precisely what thieves want. They prey on people who stand back from the carousel, stare at their phones, or wander off to find a meeting point before grabbing their suitcases. 2 steps fix most of the risk. Position yourself close to the carousel as soon as it unloads, and make your bag easy for you to identify without being a high-value flashing sign. You don't need a designer trunk to be distinct. A bright strap, a small, ugly keychain, or a piece of colored tape tied to the handle is enough to stop a stranger confidently picking a bag that looks like theirs. Resist the temptation to put your name and full home address on external tags. A last name and contact number are fine. Any data that proves you're away for a week is an invitation to burglars who use airports as reconnaissance centers. Hotel rooms are often where recovery fails. The same logic that makes airports vulnerable, predictability and routine, applies. Housekeeping has keys. Management has override access to in-room safes. The small, inexpensive thing you can do to make your room safer is to control what's exposed. Keep passports and spare credit cards on your person. Use the hotel safe for high-value items only when you understand who can access it, and use a travel cable lock or anchor to secure a suitcase to an immovable object if you must leave it in the room. A quick scan of the room on arrival, check locks, identify anchor points, secure electronics, takes 2 minutes and dramatically reduces the chance of opportunistic theft. If you're a photographer, business traveler, or carry items of obvious value, adopt a no-leave rule and keep them with you whenever feasible. Be mindful of the comfort trap in restaurants, lounges, and charging stations. Setting a phone or laptop on a table while you go to the counter is classic bait. If you must eat alone in a public area, position your bag between your feet, thread the strap through the chair, or keep the device in your lap. At lounges where people assume everyone vetted to enter is trustworthy, that assumption becomes a liability. Pick seats with a wall behind you so you can see people approach. A seat with multiple approach vectors is a seat you should avoid if you have something you can't replace. Charging stations are not magical safe points. They're simply convenient places to leave an expensive item going idle. Carry a small power bank so you control when and where you plug in. Technology helps, but it's not a silver bullet. Trackers like small Bluetooth tags provide a critical edge in recovery. They enable law enforcement to follow a movement trail instead of starting cold, but they're not perfect and they're no substitute for good habits. Don't advertise that you have a tracker, and don't trust it as an excuse to leave valuables unattended. Use it as supplemental insurance, a signal that can aid police, not a replacement for keeping your things within reach. Likewise, tamper-evident measures such as numbered seals, brightly colored straps, or unique luggage wraps are psychological as much as physical deterrents. Most thieves prefer targets that can be accessed and resealed without risk of detection. Those visible markers make a theft more likely to be noticed and reported immediately, which increases the chance the bag won't be gone for long. What I'm asking you to do is small, consistent, and effective. Travel with presence. That means a few practical rules that, if followed, remove almost every profitable play from a thief's handbook. Keep valuables on your person when you can. Make your luggage mundane but distinctive. Don't publish your travel windows on external tags. Use a VPN and 2-factor authentication. Choose seats and parking spots that make theft more visible, not less. Keep charging devices with you, or carry a power bank. Document valuables and keep receipts and photos in a cloud folder. So, if the worst happens, your insurance or police report is built on proof rather than memory. None of these steps is dramatic. None requires expensive gear, but taken together, they transform you from a target into an inconvenience, and criminals move on to easier marks in a heartbeat. Here's the truth the thieves don't want you to accept. They rely on predictable human behavior, not genius. They win because we relax at predictable points. The line after security, the minute we sit down with a coffee, the stretch between gate arrival and hotel pickup. If you break the pattern by staying intentional about where your stuff is, by making recovery obvious when someone tampers with your bag, and by being slightly more prepared technologically, you take away their advantage. Act like you belong. Act like you're aware, and you become uninteresting. That's not paranoia. It's a smarter, quieter way to travel. It keeps you free to enjoy the trip, not to recover from it. So tell me, what's the one travel habit you're going to change after watching this? Will you ditch public charging stations and carry a power bank? Will you stop putting a return date on your parking pass? Drop that in the comments below. I read everyone, and if you want more practical, no-nonsense travel security tips like this, hit subscribe now and tap the bell so you don't miss the next update. Safe travels, stay sharp, and make your next trip one where you come back with everything you left with.